Yeah, 50 Cent said he realized that he could only be in one room. When he went to bed at night, his head was on one pillow, on one bed, in one room.
That's all you got.
And I think he bought Evander Holyfield's house that had like 30 bedrooms and 50 bathrooms. Like, it didn't even make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's like a hotel. That's not very homey.
Yeah.
No.
And you know what I think is the perfect house is the house that Dee Snider got in Oak Ridge.
Yes,
I think that's a very big house that has a lot of garages that makes up a lot of room, but you don't live in the garage, so that's for the cars. You have a pool inside, a hot tub inside, you have a gym inside, you have a bowling alley inside, you have movie theaters, and those are just blocked off rooms. They're not livable rooms. That's not where you stay. And then all the other rooms, it's like a normal house feeling. That's what I like. That's what I wanted. I wish I was him.
Because anytime I go to Jason's house, I'm like, what a piece of crap.
Yeah.
This small shack he lives in.
Yeah, telling billionaires how big's too big.
Yeah.
Well, he's not a billionaire.
Whatever, whoever. The Prince and Drake, the two we're talking about, are, you know.
Well, yeah, but yeah, it is so weird. We're going to try to get him on the show, but Dee Snider was from a band called Twisted Sister. I don't think do they still do stuff together?
Yes, they
do.
Mm.
Oh, they do.
I mean, he's doing music.
I guess the one song, We're Not Going to Take.
There's two of them he had. I Want to
Rock.
Rock was the second one, but the big one was that one.
Okay, so he's had two massive hits.
But the first one was the biggest.
I think everyone's heard that.
Yes, that one, yeah.
Played at all the sports games and all this stuff.
And then, so there's been this house in Stokesdale / Oak Ridge, because his address is Stokesdale, but his house is in Oak Ridge. It's weird. It's right on the line. It's literally on the line.
On the line.
This massive house, there's been rumors about it, like, oh, this person owned it, and this person that lived here locally that owns this company owned it. And then everyone's like, we don't know who owns it.
I think I know the story, but go ahead.
And then 5 months ago, one of my daughter's friends who lives right around there said, Dee Snider from Twisted Sister just bought it. And I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
And I say, I'm not going to go on there. He didn't say go on air with it, but I was just like, I should have. But, and then sure enough, now it's been confirmed. He's at Food Line in Stokesdale. He bought a car from Impex.
Did he really?
Yeah, he bought a Hummer from Impex. Hummer, electric Hummer.
Maybe he does want to get noticed, because a Hummer, you can't spot a Hummer around Oak Ridge. You're like, who's that?
Also, have you seen him?
Yeah.
He doesn't necessarily vibe with Stokesdale. You know what I'm saying?
When I think Stokesdale, I think a rocker.
Well, I mean, there's certain bars that late at night I could fit.
That's true. He does fit in double D's.
With double D's?
Oh, no, that's Kernersville. I was thinking.
Well,
I don't want to say.
Why?
Because, I mean, it's fine. But my point is.
We're live and local. Don't say the local place. Whatever you do.
Because I don't want to give them a bet. Not that. Nothing.
Well, they have a certain vibe.
Later at night, I would say there would be more of a maybe a guy that would more look like
with
that,
a ponytail.
Well, not maybe.
Stoke Ridge?
Tight
maybe.
jeans?
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Black
I mean,
t-shirts?
Stokesdale has literally like 5 places. So like,
Pick one.
So if it's a bar, it's Stoke Ridge.
I will tell you this.
I don't think Wendy's is open at 3 a.m.
Have you
Oak Ridge.
seen Dee Snider back in the day, what he looked like?
Yes.
I mean, he looked totally different.
Yeah.
Totally. And believe it or not, this is the craziest thing. I don't know if people remember. It was a huge controversy. That band, Twisted Sister, was a huge controversy back in whenever they were in the 80s, because the government, I believe the government was trying to censor them because they thought it was a rebellion against society over the song. Like, we're not going to take it, kids rebelling. And they were trying to, and they went to court and everything and won the case. I don't know all the details, but it actually paved the way for more freedom and less censorship.
We should get to him on, though, because he's a radio guy, too, Dee Snider.
Yeah, for sure.
We're trying to get him on. We've sent messages. I mean, yeah.
Then we can say, why Stokesdale?
That's the first question.
Why Stokesdale?
I think I know.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Well,
I've heard rumors. There's so many rumors.
Well, this is my own opinion. I think that house was you got an unbelievable deal buying that house. You had to fix it up.
How did he even know about it, and why is he picking this
has,
area?
It was, if you look at who owns the house, it's like an LLC company that he probably has a business that owns other houses too. And he bought the house. Now, who knows if he's going to stay there, permanently live there or not, or this is something that he wanted to sell. But they took a house that house in L.A. would be, what, $20 million?
Oh, at least.
And now this house is here for a few $1 million. You got an unbelievable deal. You probably bought it for $1 million, $1.5 million, had to put $1 million, $1.5 million into it. So it's probably, the price point is awesome. I mean, he doesn't have $200 million.
But
You
I'm
know, he has-
asking, does he have family here?
There's
Is
been
this where
rumors that
he's
there's some
from?
connection with the Oak Ridge Military Academy. There's so
Okay.
many rumors,
Well, that
but,
would make
but
sense.
unverified. I can't find anything about that. He's from New York, and there's no association I've seen
Don't get it.
anywhere
And maybe
with
we want
North
to get
Carolina.
out to some property, some peace and quiet sometime.
Well, Katie,
Yeah.
First of all, he'll be living in between Jason Goodman and myself.
Great.
I live in Stokesdale. His house is seriously 2 minutes from my house, and then Jason, and then also you have a heated lake that you can take advantage of just down the road.
True that with smokestacks in
Yes,
it.
a power
Yeah.
plant
Who
heated lake. Who doesn't
wouldn't
want that?
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about being cold in that lake. Maybe
Yeah.
he likes warm water.
To worry about growing a third eye, but it's fine. It's fine. Maybe it's good for his arthritic hips.
And then Jason sent me. I thought he was trolling me because when I moved to Stokesdale from Oak Ridge, it was last year or year before the #1 place to buy a house in North Carolina,
Really?
Stokesdale.
Okay.
I know it's the Dixie Stampede for you, Katie, but
I grew up in the middle of the country,
Yeah.
in the middle of Amish
It is
town.
out
I
there.
love being in the middle of the country. I just don't
it's odd.
get it.
It's very odd.
I don't
of
get it.
all the places in the world.
I
That's
mean,
where
I
he
have
settled.
a thing where I like going out to where I live to get away, and then we
Mhm.
work downtown in a city or
So you get the best of both.
you get the best.
Yeah.
Well, I just wouldn't want to permanently when I go to Manhattan, I'm shocked that people can live like that.
Mhm.
Now, going and visiting, it's cool to see
Yeah.
the different way of that lifestyle. But the fact that people don't even have cars and they go to school and their family, it's just too chaotic, hectic. It makes my blood pressure high. When I go out to the country, my blood pressure drops down until I get too bored. Then I go back to the city. See?
Your body is just in a constant state of turmoil.
It is.
Yeah.
Right?
Religious wise and living wise.
And because you're like that and you exude all of the anxiety, we all live like that
Yeah,
too.
it's fun.
Whether we want to or not.
Yeah,
that's
but I
good.
go to the rural areas to calm down.
Okay.
Maybe we should move the station to a
think
rural
we
area.
should.
At one time, I thought about being a farmer.
Yeah, you wouldn't last
Boy.
a second.
The-
What are you laughing at, Squid? I'm
You
not
wouldn't
kidding.
last a second.
Well, I don't know. Carol's grandparents lived in Creedmoor. I don't know if you know where that
That-
is.
Heard
It's
of
in
it.
the middle of nowhere.
Carol's grandparents, not you.
But,
You wouldn't.
And they had this huge garden, and I really liked the way with a big piece of property with this big land. Now, I don't like that there's no other houses around. Like, it makes me like Children of the Cornish.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had a big backyard and a big piece of property in a neighborhood,
Don't you?
I think I could.
Don't you?
No, I do not.
Yes, you
No, no.
You do.
No, that is
If I
not
can have a garden in
No.
like a little rock area,
You have, like,
No.
you can have a garden.
I'm talking about a significant piece of land
of
back
all
there.
of us on the show,
No.
Are
You-
we-
It's not
No.
big enough unless it's like acres for crops.
that is not true at all. I
if
cannot.
I can't fit 3 industrial trailers and tractors on it,
And I was even thinking maybe a lamb or something. I don't know.
lamb,
Have a lamb?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lamborghini.
Just
goat.
one
A goat.
lamb?
Lamb.
A goat.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't like really
Give
like
'em
taking
Billy.
care of those things.
Yeah, see,
but
that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't last 1
I'm
second.
not being a farmer. I don't like taking care of those things
Those
called
things.
animals.
The
I'm with you.
vegetables.
Me
You're
either.
like, they're dirty. I don't want to touch them.
the garden I would.
I can see you being a gardener because you're OCD. I think you'd be a good gardener.
Thank you.
But I have the biggest zucchinis ever.
Oh, you'd be pumping with some sort of steroids or
Of
whatever.
course.
Yeah.
Like, make it inedible. So full of hormones.
All right.